What's up, comic book community? We are here at Zolocon Winter 2022. James is about to blast off or something.
My ADHD can't handle this.
Woo! If you have not yet entered our February giveaway to win this copy of Avengers Forever number 9, Origin Story of Kang the Conqueror, now is your absolute last chance to do so, because I'll be picking a winner tonight live on Instagram. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up for a like, and leave a comment down below. And also go give us a follow on Instagram, because we'll be announcing this book right here as the prize for our 9,000 follower giveaway very soon. Also tonight, live on YouTube on the Experience channel, I'll put a link down below, I will be selling comics from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Got a bunch of stuff ranging from Silver Age to modern, so come by, hang out, and maybe grab some books. One of the things I always like to highlight about Zolocon is this amazing venue called the Fuge in Warminster. If you live near southeastern PA, come hang out sometime. This show is awesome. Enough about how awesome this venue is. Let's get into the haul. The first 5 books were all from one dealer, and I bundled them together and got them all for just $10, so $2 a book. Thought it was a great price. Starting off with Batman Adventures: The Lost Years number 1. Then we're going into issue number 2. Do you see a pattern here? Issue number 3 is next. Then issue number 4. And capping it off with the final issue of this 5-issue run, issue number 5. So I got the whole set. I bought these for myself to read because I've never read this little miniseries run. And yeah, whether I keep them in my PC or not depends on how much I like them. If I like them, I keep them. If not, I will end up selling them off to someone else and letting that person decide what to do with them. So that was really great. This vendor, his name is Jeff. I've seen him around at like New Jersey and PA shows, and I forget his last name or his company name, but yeah, shout out to Jeff for giving me those for just $10. Great stuff. Can't wait to read that. All the rest of all the rest of these books were purchased from this guy Joe, and he sets up at Zolocon every year. He's got a nice big corner booth, and he also recently opened a brick and mortar store in central Pennsylvania called Comics and Cool Stuff. So if you're ever out there, I believe that it's in the town of Carlisle. Definitely check out his store. He's got some great stuff, and he's always posting new collections that he got in. So to kick it off, he got some early 90s Bone books, and I was really excited about these because especially the earlier issues, the single-digit stuff, these are hard to come by. This is the original Bone run from Cartoon Books by Jeff Smith in the early 1990s, and we're kicking it off here with issue number 4. So that's really, really early Bone. There was an issue number 5 as well, and you're going to see a lot of these. There was no number 6. I don't know if he sold it already, or maybe this collection that he bought didn't have issue number 6, but I did not see it in there. Maybe it was just in a different box, a little out of order or something, but couldn't find it. So we're going on number 7 and then number 8. And these are all first printings, by the way. And that's really what you want for these early Bone books. Issue number 9. Love that cover. 10. 11. 12, 13. That's another great cover. Honestly, all these are great covers. Jeff Smith absolutely kills it. This was in development for a while, but I don't think it ever came to fruition, and it might have been stalled at this point. Issue 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and issue number 20. So if you were counting, that was issue 4 and 5, no 6, and then 7 through 20, all first printings. There was an issue number 3, but it was the second printing, so I ended up passing on it. I want to be a purist here and get all first printings of this run. So these, as of right now, are certainly staying in my personal collection. Very excited to have them. I actually might have had a couple of these already, but these are definitely sharper than the like spine ticky ones that I have. So those might end up being up for sale once I can finally get around to processing this stuff and checking it against my personal collection. I got a couple more books from Joe as well. Bundled all these together, and I'll talk about a price at the end. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 239, the second appearance of Hobgoblin. He's on the cover. It's a newsstand as well. Not that that matters too much from 1983, but still, there are people that are newsstand purists and want to collect all newsstands, and that is understandable. So, yeah, great book and a great price as well. And Amazing Spider-Man number 294, I think. Yeah, issue 294, Kraven's Last Hunt. This is the issue where Kraven dies by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And yeah, this is just a really great key to pick up. It's an awesome cover. Is this a Zeck cover? Who does this? I feel like it's a Mike Zeck cover, but I might be wrong about that. It definitely looks like one. Anyway, there are 3 more books up here that are like kind of the best of the best. But before that, there was an additional less valuable book. It was Daredevil number 111. That is from volume 2 of Daredevil. Coincidentally, 111 from volume 1 and volume 2 are both keys. In volume 1, it's first Silver Samurai, but in volume 2, it's the first appearance of Lady Bullseye. That book spiked up like crazy when that character was, announced to be utilized in, I think it was Hit Monkey. Pretty sure it was the Hit Monkey show, but has since come down, but is still a very solid key. The reason I'm not showing it to you in this video is a friend of mine wanted it, so I ended up passing it off to him. Before I made this video, I forgot that I hadn't done it yet, so it is in a new home already. But great stuff. Anyway, let's get into the last 3 books. These are the best of the best books in the bunch that I got, and then we'll talk about price. Conan the Barbarian number 23, first cameo appearance of Red Sonja, and we've been hearing buzz for like years at this point about a Red Sonja movie coming, and it does seem like it is finally coming to fruition. I know they've been through a bunch of rumors as well as like actual castings that didn't work out, but I apparently believe, as far as the news go, that there has been an official casting, and I think they've even recorded, started filming. So yeah, I got to get up to date on that. But yeah, I thought this was actually a pretty sharp copy, upper side of mid-grade, and I thought it was a really good price tag. And I did bundle this stuff all together. The price tag, by the way, listed at $65, but because I bundled stuff, I got it for less than that. Thought it was a really solid pickup. Anyway, the next one, here's a good one. The Amazing Spider-Man number 252, first appearance of the black suit. Newsstand edition, if you care about that. Classic cover, all that stuff, and it's okay look, and it's not, we're not talking about like in the 9s or anything like that on this, but definitely like kind of in that VF range. Definitely want to give this thing a press and see if I can improve it, maybe up to like an 8.5. Who knows? Maybe even a 9.0. There's only a few color breaking spine ticks on this, so maybe that's possible. But I think it's probably going to fall into an 8 or an 8.5 once I clean it up a little bit. And not sure what I'm doing with this. Am I going to sell it? Am I going to keep it because I do collect this book? Really depends. I got to check out my other newsstands and see where this one falls in, condition wise once I'm done with it. But this had a price tag of $125 on it. And again, I got a pretty steep discount on this bundle because I got a lot of books. So yeah, you'll see I got it for a really good price. Now, the last book before we talk about that price is boom. Look at that, Bone number 2. Like I said before, there was no 6. 3 was a second print, so I passed on that. And he actually had gotten an issue number 1, he told me, that is off at CGC right now, so I might end up grabbing that from him. But either way, Bone number 2, the second appearance of Bone, and this is the first printing as well. You can tell because it has that hot pink trade dress up there. I believe the second printing is red. And I'm not sure how many subsequent printings there are of issue number 2. I know issue number 1 has like 8 printings, so you got to be careful with that logo up at the top and what color the trade dress is. But yeah, it's always a good idea to look it up on Key Collector and make sure that you're grabbing the right one. This one I had to kind of double take on because it is real tough to find a second printing of this. If anyone knows anything about the print run of these early Bone issues. I couldn't find anything just doing a quick little bit of research, but if you have any information about the print run of early Bone books, please let me know, because I'm always curious about, how many of them were actually printed. The census is one thing, that's graded copies that still exist, but how many originally were printed in the early 1990s? Something I always ask myself. But yeah, really, really happy to have this, and I have most of the upper issues, so I'm probably like 10 books away from completing this. I think it's a 55 issue Bone run. But I don't have issue number 1, and that is the big boy. I do actually, I should say, I do have a 3rd or 4th printing of Bone number 1, but don't have a first printing. It's on the list. Anyway, what did I pay for all of this stuff? It came out, I think, once we crunched the numbers on everything that I showed you that I got from Joe. It came out to $560, and I made an offer of $400. He came back with $475. I came up a little bit. He came down a little bit. We ended up meeting at I believe, if I remember correctly, it was $430. So I actually got $130 off of this stuff. Basically meaning that this book right here, which I said was marked at $125. I basically got that book for free because I bought all the Bone books and stuff like that. I always talk about this when I go to conventions and stuff like that. Vendors usually are happy to make larger sales, sell more books, move more product, earn more money. And to do so, they're usually willing to give you something of a discount. That might be, you get a couple $100, you get $10, $20 off. Some people, it's more than that. Sometimes you can end up getting, 25, 30% off, depending on how much they want to move things. Every vendor is going to be different, but 9 out of 10 of them will likely, if you buy 20 or more books, they'll likely give you some sort of a discount. And, the more you buy, the better. Just a little tip about, comic book conventions. A lot of people shy away from them because of the often high prices. But if you can find a vendor with some already decent prices, like Joe here, and, you can work out a deal and get some stuff, especially paying cash, that always helps, not having to go through, the PayPal fees and stuff like that. It's always a good idea to at least try. So anyway, that is my haul for Zolocon 2023, even though I said 2022 at the beginning of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I am excited for the second show of the year, because they do 2 every year, a winter and a summer one. So I certainly will be back for more come the summertime. Also, reminder, I will be doing a bunch of things over the next couple weeks. This Friday, that is March 3rd, I will be at Toy Cantina in Feasterville, Pennsylvania, starting at 8 p.m. That's going to be a Friday night comic swap that they're doing. The very next day, I will be down in Cherry Hill, New Jersey at the Cherry Hill Public Library. They're doing a little collectibles convention there, and I am going to be set up there. And then next week, Saturday, March 11th, 2023, I will be hosting the first Back Deck Comic Fest of the year at my house from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you live within driving distance of the Philadelphia area, I suggest you come by. Come hang out. There'll be free food, members of the comic book community to chat with, and there'll be some books for sale if that floats your boat. Anyway, if you don't have my address, just message me on Instagram and I can get you that information and you can come by. And then 2 weeks after that, King Con at the end of March. Definitely come hang out in Isla, New Jersey. That is March 25th and 26th. And secure your tickets now so you can make sure I don't think it'll sell out, but you want to get them ahead of time so you don't end up forgetting about it or something. That's it. That's a lot of announcements. Thank you for sticking with me. Until next time, turn the page, wash your hands.